Hello, Kuchan man. Well, one thing is that I'm not accepting your definition of multicultural, and you have to understand, to me, it looks like you're judging multiculturalism as someone that believes they're invested in a particular culture. But multiculturalism is really a type of culture. It's an American type of culture. I'm not even sure if you're American or Canadian that you really have a single culture to hold on to because those are multicultures. And it feels to me like you're attacking my multicultural attitude with your definition. I know very few people that say, oh, genital mutilation is fine if it's culturally defined. I mean, yes, the cultures overall are basically morally equivalent, but not in the sense that you mean. It doesn't mean that everything goes. I get to judge and pick. Every culture, I think, has sicknesses. And I think multiculturalism is a way to go over those sicknesses and to figure out which things we don't want. You used an example of people in a poor country preferring a car to a horse, but then a horse is just a technological thing. It's not a cultural thing. We have nobody clinging to that technology for cultural reasons. You want to say our culture is objectively better, but what you have to say is that it's better in every sense. And of course, it's not going to be. It's contributed some things, other cultures have contributed some things. We've contributed a lot of computer science in the West lately. Well, yeah, but we used algebra to do it, and that was contributed by the Middle East. We used Asian innovations in chip manufacture to do it, and that's from Asia. I mean, if you find these things that we're better at, you'll find in history that various cultures have been better at various things. And yes, some cultures might still have to deal with genital mutilation. Well, our culture has had to deal with things like that as well. So I don't think you can morally rate those cultures one over the other. But in multiculturalism, we still respect your right to basically have your overall culture and basically to value it, in spite of its flaws, because they all have flaws. And I think that's a good thing. And, your definition of multiculturalism is designed to separate out and make multiculturalism nonsense. So that's what I'm arguing against. And I would hope it'd be clear because really I am being very calm. Some of your, kind of the nature of these anti-multicultural ideas, it bothers me. It makes me angry. I could be going off if I thought the internet was what for so many other people think that it's for. I'd be going off on you and ranting about it and calling names and all the rest. But notice I'm not doing that. And, so please appreciate that because I appreciate that in you. I understand you could be going off on me. And this is a touchy subject, let's face it. And you don't get to define all the terms. I'll let you mean what you want, but if you come up with a term like that, a definition like that for multiculturalism, well, it's trivial and it doesn't address the fact that someone like me is multicultural. I don't have a single culture to go ahead and be all prideful for. My culture is picking and choosing from the cultures I've been exposed to as an American and with little travel I may have done. And I am choosing from these cultures and have really my own individual culture. So, see, I don't have a problem with multiculturalism because I think it's the least conformant culture of all. It ultimately says that we can all have our own constructed idea of culture, and there's 6 billion of us, so we do find there's overlap, cultural overlap with other people, and we can enjoy the benefits of culture without some of the anti-individualist parts of culture. So you said multiculturalism is against individuality, and I'm saying no, it is the culture of individuality.